North Central College's athletic programs began as simple field day community events. After 27 national championships and 111 individual national champions, the college's athletic program ranks among the elite in the nation. Today, North Central College welcomes 6 new members to its Athletic Hall of Fame. This 2011 class of inductees represents the best of the best among thousands of student athletes. As you're introduced to each inductee, you will see that in many ways their stories are similar to those of many other athletes. But they each had something extra that pushed them to greatness. John C. Jack Nothacker, class of 1960. Jack Nothacker was one of the Cardinals' top performers in his era for the football, baseball, and track and field squads. On the gridiron, Nothacker was an NAIA Little All-American in 1959, a 1959 All-CCI selection on both offense and defense, and a 1960 All-American Bowl participant. He was a 3-year track and field letter winner and a freshman record holder in discus throw. On the diamond, Nothacker was a 2-year letter winner and a starting pitcher. Byron Ware, class of 1963. On a roster full of trailblazers during North Central College's most successful era in men's swimming, Byron Ware was a major contributor to 3 NAIA team national championships. Ware was among the first African Americans in any level of collegiate swimming to win a national title. He was a recipient of 7 NAIA All-America certificates, a member of 4 straight College Conference of Illinois championship teams, the member of 3 NAIA national championship teams, and the 1961 200-yard breaststroke conference champion. Matt Richards, class of 1987. Long after his time as the pitching ace of some of the most successful baseball teams in North Central College history, Matt Richards remains a standard-bearer for future Cardinals. Richards was a 1987 NCAA Division III second-team All-American, a 2-time first-team All-CCIW selection, and was the 1987 CCIW Player of the Year. He remains the Cardinals' all-time leader in career wins, winning percentage, career shutouts, and single-season starts. Susan Bame Randazzo, class of 1990. As the first All-College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin selection in the history of the North Central College volleyball program, Susan Bame Randazzo was a cornerstone for the Cardinals in the early days of CCIW competition. Randazzo is the only 4-time All-CCIW volleyball selection in school history, a 2-time All-CCIW volleyball tournament selection, and a member of the 1988 CCIW Championship volleyball team. Paula Monk Savora, class of 1992. Paula Monk Savora was the first female athlete to earn All-America honors in cross-country and indoor and outdoor track and field at North Central College. She was an All-American in cross-country, a 3-time All-American in track and field, the 1991 CCIW cross-country champion, and a 3-time CCIW outdoor 5,000-meter run champion. Savora graduated as the holder of 4 North Central records and is the 6th female North Central Athletic Hall of Fame inductee to have competed in track and field, but the first to have also competed in cross-country. Sean Welty, class of 1990. As North Central College's 6th individual national champion in men's track and field, Sean Welty was instrumental in establishing North Central as a perennial contender on the national scene. Welty was a 7-time NCAA Division III All-American, the 1988 Division III long jump national champion, a member of the 1989 NCAA Division III indoor and outdoor national championship teams, a member of 4 straight CCIW championship teams, and a 4-time individual CCIW champion. Congratulations to North Central College's 2011 Athletic Hall of Fame inductees. As the college celebrates its sesquicentennial, our Hall of Fame inductees leave a legacy to inspire future generations of North Central College Cardinals.
Let there be no doubt. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family. It is an honor for me to have been asked by one of my very best and longtime friends, Jack Nothacker, to introduce him for his well-deserved induction into the North Central College Athletic Hall of Fame. With the exception of his brother Fritz, Frank Mastel, Donnie Long, I've perhaps known Jack as long as anybody here. I first met Jack my senior year in high school. He was working in the girls' dorm kitchen, scrubbing floors, cleaning cooking equipment, etc. So his freshman year, he carried a full academic load, played all major sports, and held a job. Initially, I had planned to have a few slides of Jack's early years, starting with his famous baby picture, to the shots of him at age 8 arriving at Mooseheart with 10-year-old brother Fritz, and another 8-year first arrival, Frank Mastel. At Mooseheart, from that early age, Jack shared his extreme competitive nature, earning 16 varsity letters in 4 major sports. Football, winning records against the best high school teams in the country. Basketball, still holds the school record for the most points scored in a game, 42. Baseball, pitched not only a no-hitter, but when needed, both games of a doubleheader. He also did that here at North Central. Track and field still holds the record for the shot put and discus. Jack's competitiveness came out even with our summer jobs, particularly the summers we worked together at Mosier Lumber, unloading boxcars by hand. The normal unloading time was 2 days, but Jack set it up so we would do 2-man teams, and we cut that 2 days to 1 day, 7 hours, 6.5 hours, for a 10-cent Coke that Fritz Hodel, our boss at that time, would buy the winning team. But the big thing was not the Coke, but it was the win. Who won? That was an early-on competition. In his sophomore year, Jack broke his ankle during our second game down in Terre Haute, Indiana. But with cast and crutches, he was still at every practice and at all our games, always a team leader. Jack was in the backfield and a linebacker for his first 3 years, with winning season and earning all conference honors. His senior year, though, he switched to offensive end as well as defensive end. That senior year, he again earned himself all conference honors, plus little All-American selection with a first team recognition. He was then invited to play in the small college versus large college university All-American Bowl in Arizona. He represented North Central very well. That following football season, he helped coach us to a conference championship before moving on to a winning career as a teacher, a principal, and superintendent of Illinois District 61 schools. A loving husband, a great father. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you number 24, Mr. Jack Nothacker. Annie, congratulations.
Oh, thank you
Way to
so
go.
much, Joe. I want to thank Joe for those wonderful comments, and also North Central College for this terrific honor, and to Coach Thorne, who's the North Central now in their golden years of college football. They've won 5 conference championships in a row. I know he's had a profound influence on all of his players. They'll remember the days here at North Central and go on to achieve. And also, I would like to recognize 4 people here that are here today, 2 who have passed away, who had an influence on my life. First of all, my brother, Fritz. We went to Mooseheart together, and he always set the example for the family. Through hard work and dedication, he graduated when he was 16, got a full scholarship to Ohio State University, and graduated in journalism, and also was the editor of the Duluth Herald. Johnny Williams was my high school football coach, and he taught me many life skills. He really was referred to as the Newt Rockne of high school football. He was innovative, and back in the 50s, he ran the no-huddle 2-minute offense. We ran from 9 different formations, and at that time, Mooseheart played in 28 different states, and he beat some of the better teams in the country at the time. We're very proud of Johnny, and he won over 200 games as a high school coach, and 47 of those were in a row. Jesse Vale, who was my coach here at North Central, he was a great coach and more of a father figure to me. He meticulously prepared us for all the games, and I would say that maybe he was the silver era of North Central football. The first year we were 2-7, and then he was 7-2, and won a conference championship in 1960. Also, I had the privilege of coaching with Jesse. And another gentleman that's here today, Dr. Mark DeLay, who was a superintendent of schools and hired me into public education. He was always my mentor, and I worked with him for over 30 years, and he taught me a great deal. I'd just like to briefly introduce my family and a few friends here. This was a surprise. My wife, Kathy, who is a North Central graduate, homecoming queen, been married for 50 years, and this is our 50th class reunion. My son, Jeff, is a North Central graduate, and his wife, Kelly, and their son, Josiah. My daughter, Chris, her husband, Jeff, and their children, Kendall and Jackson. My sister-in-law, Mary Roca, who is a North Central grad. She was a wonderful student. And her husband, Reuben Roca, who is a Hall of Famer, and sitting here in the stage with me today. He swam in the 60 Olympics and was quite an athlete. My brother-in-law, Dr. Bruce Shire, who was a North Central graduate in the pre-med school, and my brother Fritz and his wife Marlene. And by the way, Kathy and Mary and Bruce's grandparents graduated from North Central in 1909. So North Central has some wonderful memories, and I thank you again for this great honor. Thank you.